Good morning, guys. Big day today. We're heading over to Audi to try the all-new A6 Avant. Personally, I'm really looking forward to this because I'm thinking about the new S6 and of course the RS6. Noah's gonna join us. We're gonna do photos, we're gonna video, we're gonna review the car. And welcome to today's video where we're gonna be testing the new A6 Avant from Audi. Now, some of the new features on the A6 Avant that are really noticeable are of course the front lights. We also have the radars that used to be down here where they were integrated like fog lights have now been moved up here into the front grille. Now some people don't like that because they say that it kind of disrupts, you know, the Audi front grille with the lines, but still looks pretty cool. And I don't know if you guys can see, but the little circle here on in the right Audi ring, that's actually the night vision that this particular car is spec'd with. Now, if I take you around the sides, we can look at the side of the lights. Pretty big mirrors. They do actually stand out a little bit. Nice wheels on this car. If you notice, they're actually the same as on the RS6 Performance. Now, looking at the car from the side, these are actually 20-inch wheels. But the car is so big that the wheels don't really look that big. So if you really want to make it sporty, you're going to have to go up to 21, 22-inch wheels, and that's pretty sizable. And of course, that changes the ride as well. Now, moving to the back of the car, personally, I think that's where the biggest change has taken place. And at first, when I looked at it, especially with this chrome line, it looked like a Mercedes, almost like an E-Class Mercedes. And of course, the lights now, when you turn it on, you have this kind of light bridge that goes to, you know, it flashes nicely from left to right and so on. Another thing that is new now on the Audis, we notice it on the SQ5, we notice it now on the new A6, is that the exhaust pipes have disappeared. There's these fake kind of outlets that are framed with this plastic chrome, and you know, it's I think Audi is getting quite a lot of criticism for that lately. Let's see how it will look with the S6 and the RS6, but for sure, everybody hopes at least that the tailpipes are going to be visible. Now let's just open up the boot and I mean, have a look at the size of that. You fit quite a lot in that. Of course, the seats are foldable. There's that middle section where you can fold down as well if you have skis, which of course here in Switzerland with all the mountains, you know, we ski quite a lot. But sizable boot, really nice. And you have these little side lights here that come on when you open. Some compartments on each side here as well to hold things down. You have the rails here as well where you can put some you know, fastening devices just to keep things where they are. And of course here you have also the 12-volt electricity outlet. Always good to have. Electric boot, of course. Almost, I think, standard now on most of the cars. Yeah, in general, it's a nice car, you know. It's for me, you start to see, you know, the distinctive lines that they've added. It really kind of comes out here. Clearly on the RS6, that's going to be, you know, even more visible that it comes out there. We already see it on going from the A4 to the RS4. This particular piece really comes out, and you get those flared wheel arches, which is quite cool. It gives that, you know, muscular kind of yeah, image of the car. So we're gonna head back now. So we're gonna show you some cool features inside as well, particularly with the parking assistant, the cameras that they've loaded the new A6 with, and we also saw it in the new QA. Is just crazy, you know. It's like you're standing outside of the car when you're parking, where you can turn the camera. So let's head into the car and we'll take a look at that. Okay, so one of the cool features that we wanted to show you with the new A6 Avant, and we actually saw it already in the Q8, is that you have this 3D kind of 360-degree camera when you're parking, and by basically swiping on the screen like that, you get the full view of your car. So basically, you know, no more scratching the wheels on the curbside, and you know, getting into those difficult and tight park spaces is going to be super easy. It's a super cool feature, and I hope that they introduce this into all their models now moving forward. So well done, Audi. Okay, first feeling is that this is quite a heavy car in the end. Still moves very nicely. You get the limo kind of feeling. Very comfortable. You're surrounded by technology. I guess that's the real new thing about this new A6, is that you have this everything is touch screen. It's not touch as in an iPad. You still have to touch, and you actually hear the click, and you can feel that, you know, you're really pressing in the screen, and it kind of clicks. So that's quite nice. But my worry is that, you know, if you have a bit of greasy fingers, or you just put some hand cream or whatever, it's gonna get very very dirty. We were just commenting about the seats. They are they're comfortable, but they're quite hard for being, you know, family car, or, you know, business kind of car. They almost feel a little bit sporty, even though you don't have that lateral kind of support that you normally have in sports seats. Otherwise, I mean, it is a big car. You do feel it, but very quiet. Yeah, no, so far it's quite good. We're in dynamic mode right now. We just changed it just to get a feeling of, you know, how responsive the motor is. So just a touch of the gas, of course, he immediately shifts down. This is the 50 model, the diesel model. So that's what the car is being introduced with. There should be a 55 coming later, just like it will come with the Q8. So that should probably be a bit of a better alternative in terms of more power. But it's still reactive. You also feel that the steering becomes a bit more direct in the dynamic mode. I could feel there the lane assist immediately kicking in as I cross the lane. A bit of vibrating in the steering wheel. Otherwise, it's traditional Audi. You know, you feel quite at home. You have the flat bottom steering wheel, which has become very common now in the Audi models. I guess it's part of the S line. This one. This particular car is very well spec'd. It costs more than 120,000 Swiss francs. Now, that, you know, from even if it's a business car or a company car, that's quite a lot of money. And maybe you know, it will make people a little bit doubtful. Of course, you don't need to spec it with everything as well. So having driven this car now for an hour or two, I guess the verdict of this car is that for these kind of roads, you know, long sweeping curves along the nice, you know, Lake of Geneva here and these nice surroundings, it's a perfect car for that. For Autobahn or the highway, for sure, especially with the 55 coming and the S6, that's going to be a perfect car for that. The only thing is that it does feel a little bit heavy, so if you're looking for something a little bit more sporty and so on, this is probably not the car for you. And the other thing is that this car is well spec'd, but still a 50 model. and it still cost over 120,000 Swiss francs. So the question is it still gonna sell to that big audience or potential customers being business people, like company cars or a family man, let's say family car? It's a lot of money for this car. So it's just hit the market. Autocorner that borrowed us this car, they've had the car for about 1 week in the showroom, so let's see what the reaction is going to be and how sales are going to take off. But you know, it's a nice car really, with some of the technicalities or the technical functions that Audi have introduced. They've really stepped up their game. The design, they've gone away from these smooth lines to a little bit more distinctive lines that, of course, you know, it's a bit of a changes the trend a little bit, makes the car look new, makes it a little bit more aggressive, which is something that maybe Audi has been lacking even in their sportier models. So personally, I'm really looking forward to the RS6, because you know, if the A6 already takes this kind of a sportive look or approach, then the RS6 I think is going to be you know, a real step up compared to the current model. Hope you enjoyed today's review of this A6 Avant, and please subscribe. If you like the video, please press the like button, and don't forget to follow us on Lenda74 on Instagram, where we post a lot of content of our own car